Welcome back to our step-by-step holistic approach for sustainable weight loss. So far, we learned about weight gain related to insulin resistance and ways to control it in initial stages. Now, we will be moving on to the next phase where insulin resistance is combined with high cortisol, a potent fat-storing condition. For this video, we will be focusing on improving our insulin resistance and cortisol level at the same time for sustainable weight loss. Cortisol is a hormone that helps to stay focused, energetic, and active during the day. And it is very important for their levels to be in the just right Goldilocks amounts. Their levels usually goes up whenever the stress levels of your body also goes up. Whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, the body receives them all the same. It will translate them into something called as an inflammation, which is simply referred to as the ignition in the body. And if you wanted to have a thorough understanding of what an inflammation is, please watch this video and look for the link in the description box below. In response to this inflammation, now the adrenals are working hard to make this cortisol, so it brings the inflammation down. But in chronic levels, this can get neurotoxic, which means a combined high cortisol and a high insulin can turn you into a fat-storing machine. Also, cortisol slows down the action of insulin and prevents the glucose from entering into the cell. The excess glucose is now stored as triglycerides in and around the tummy. So how do we handle this situation? If we have to stop the sink from overflowing, first close the tap, means eliminate your stresses, and then start unclogging your sink by treating your current inflammation. But in our day-to-day life, we know stress is unavoidable. It is important to get familiarized with many of the tools that is helpful to manage them, which I will be covering in our future videos. But for this video, we will be focusing on the dietary approach for the inflammation and insulin management. Because depending on the choice of food, you may feed your disease or treat your disease. I'm glad we have already started treating our disease by choosing low glycemic foods. Today, we are going to work on a low glycemic basic plate method of balancing the raw materials or the nutrients that is required to activate the two antioxidant giants in our system, the melatonin and glutathione. Our body is a beautiful engineer. All it needs is the right amount and kind of raw materials that is required to build its body. Availability of these nutrients plays a big role in the expression of these antioxidant genes. The B in the basic is for the B vitamins. They are potential cofactors for many of the enzymes that is present in this cascade to synthesize this antioxidant. A in the basic is for the amino acid and the anti-inflammatory fats. Balancing these amino acids, especially with vegetarian protein, is important to support this pathway. The S in the basic stands for the superfoods, which I would refer to them as the herbs and spices. And even some greens like moringa and kale can be referred to as superfoods. Even a spice that is as simple as turmeric can activate an NR-active pathway, which is involved in the glutathione synthesis. The implementers are the prebiotics and the probiotics, which plays a big role for the gut health. The in the basic stands for three crucial components: the cruciferous veggies, the vitamin C, and the colors and pigments that brings so much of vibrance to the plate. So here is an example for a low glycemic basic plate method of balancing for supporting the anti-inflammatory pathway and activating the glutathione and melatonin. Chia seed pudding is a great balance of omega-3, 6, and 9, where the anti-inflammatory fats plays a big role. Soak the chia seeds with almond milk, ginger, and lemon zest. Put them overnight in the refrigerator, and the next day serve it with berries and lots of nuts. This particular stir fry is packed with all the basic ingredients required to activate this antioxidant pathway. Free-range eggs are a great source of omega-3s, B vitamins, amino acids, and much more. Kale is a superfood and also cruciferous, so it can supply plenty of sulforaphane for the glutathione formation. Reheat the avocado oil and now splatter some mustards and start adding all the other seasonings one by one, and acts as a best digestive aid here. Garlic can be a good prebiotic, and same goes with the onions too. Turmeric serves as a good superfood that can activate the NRF2. Kale is not only a cruciferous and superfood, they also have plenty of B vitamins to support this pathway. Not to forget about the fiber benefits of kale. Beat the eggs well and make an excellent scramble from all the other ingredients mentioned here. Now add quinoa, which is one of the complete vegetarian protein. Now mix all the ingredients together. While this is getting cooked, you can also get your soup ingredients ready. Dice all the vegetables and now add some water until all the vegetables are immersed. Allow the mixture to boil along with the ginger. Once all the vegetables are cooked, you may drain the water or the broth and remove the ginger out. Now blend all the vegetables and you may dilute the pulp with the help of the broth. Slightly warm up the mixture and add some pepper, salt, and butter with little bit of garlic. Simmer for 2 or 3 minutes and then switch off the stove. Finally, add some basil for a flavorful finish. This particular soup is really high in vitamin C, which is very important for the glutathione maintenance. Now is the time to settle, relax, and finish your lunch or a dinner meal. Let's also take some time to make some turmeric and holy basil tea for a stress-free finish. Let food be your medicine and medicine be your food.